Hello, butterfly lovers. I'm Brandy, the mom behind Aunt Bindy's bookshelf, and today we're going on a field trip. We are going to explore the Butterfly Pavilion in Westminster, Colorado. Let's start with a few logistics in case you want to visit in person someday. As of this recording, tickets are $14.50 for adults, $9.50 for kids 2 to 12, and $12.50 for seniors over 65. Kids under 2 are free. The website does suggest purchasing timed tickets ahead of time, but you can buy them at the front desk if there's availability when you arrive. We went on a weekday in the early summer, and there was plenty of ticketing available for all the times on the day we visited. Masks are suggested for vaccinated guests, but not required. The space is fairly stroller-friendly because it's all on one level, but it might be a bit tight. I'd bring the smaller stroller, but you do you. You might be surprised to find that the Butterfly Pavilion houses much more than butterflies. In fact, their goal is to support research, education, and conservation of all invertebrate species. The first exhibit we see after entering is the survival exhibit. The exhibit features some really cool bugs and highlights the way they hide, fight, move, and feed. This is also the place where you can hold Rosie. Rosie is the pavilion's famous resident tarantula. If you're feeling adventurous and you're over 3, you can hold her. Fun fact, there are actually many different Rosies, and no one Rosie is handled by the public more than 2 hours a week, so that's good to know. Once you've held her, you can totally wear your I Held Rosie sticker. Noah says that she's heavier than he expected and feels a little tickly. After you've held Rosie, check out some of the other insects in here. There are a couple different species of tarantula, some roaches, beetles, scorpions, and bees. The Butterfly Pavilion has a great visible hive and clear tubing system, so you can watch the bees as they go about their work. They even can keep track of how many bees have come and gone throughout the day. That's a lot of bee business. We've finished the survival exhibit, so let's go under the sea. As part of their mission to study all invertebrates, the Butterfly Pavilion has several tanks filled with different kinds of coral. They also have shrimp, hermit crabs, and snails. And there's a touch tank. You can gently touch horseshoe crabs and starfish. There's an employee on hand to answer any questions you might have while you're touching. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the butterflies. The conservatory part of the Butterfly Pavilion is called Wings of the Tropics, and we're going in. You enter the garden via a double door system so no butterflies escape. And while you're in the exhibit, they ask that you not touch any of the plants or butterflies or other animals. Touching the butterflies actually hurts them and messes with their ability to fly. We obviously don't want that. Once you clear the double doors, it's a tropical haven. The air is humid and it smells like plants and dirt. And there are butterflies everywhere. They even have butterfly pupa on display. That's right. Inside each of these pupa is a butterfly waiting to come out. There were teeny tiny pupa and some pupa as big as my hand. And these pupa looked like tiny jeweled cases. They were amazing. The butterflies are free to fly wherever they want inside the conservatory. It's their home. That includes landing on the ground, so be careful where you step. There are feeders throughout the space so the butterflies can get a little snack. What do you think the butterflies eat? These feeders are filled with very ripe, very squishy fruit, and they were loving it. There are so many different sizes and colors of butterflies in here. Some are small and easily camouflaged. Some are huge and brightly colored. Why do you think there's so many different kinds of butterflies? Tell me what you think in the comments. The butterflies seemed especially drawn to flowers and to colorful clothing. There was one particular butterfly that seemed to think Noah was a tree to rest on. He walked around the entire conservatory and the butterfly legit never moved. It was like our own personal Velma Gratch situation. In fact, we actually had to ask for help before we left. At the door, there are special helpers that have gloves on and are able to gently pull the butterflies off and send them on their way. And when you leave, you go through a separate set of exit doors into a room filled with mirrors. The helper looks everyone over to make sure there are no butterfly stowaways trying to escape into the greater world. After the Wings of the Tropics exhibit comes the Colorado Backyard exhibit. This is a fabulous spot for kids to run, jump, play, learn a little something. We're in a big backyard complete with a clubhouse, soft rocks, and 2 interactive streams. When kids jump in the streams, the crawdads on the bottom scuttle away. Tucked in the back of the backyard exhibit is a special area featuring insects native to Colorado, bugs we might find in our own backyards. Because Colorado covers so many different ecosystems, there's something for everyone in here, including a nifty little bubble viewing port where you can see some of our native species really close and personal. And there's a section on urban bugs in case you ever wondered what might be hiding in your house. If kids are feeling a little overwhelmed or overstimulated or just need a break, in the very back corner of the Colorado backyard is a quiet corner. I love that the pavilion has provided this. This would be the perfect spot to feed a little one or have a calming moment if needed. There are a few books for kids to look through and just chill for a minute. And that's the last of the indoor exhibits, but we're not done yet. We're going to head outside. In the back of the building, it is surrounded by gardens, including this garden that features different plants that you'll find at each of Colorado's altitude zones. How cool is that? And remember the bees that we saw hard at work inside? You can see them working outside too, and don't forget ants. We definitely saw some ants working away. There is also an exploration trail that connects to a larger, more extensive trail system. It was under construction when we visited, but it would be well worth a visit if it was open. And that's the Butterfly Pavilion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what your favorite exhibit was. And if you enjoyed this field trip, hit the like and subscribe buttons. We do a different unit every month, including a field trip. Where should we go next? Make sure to ring the notification bell so you can come along with us.